Today's got to be the nicest day we've had so far. Just look at the weather here. 82 degrees Fahrenheit outside, 82 degrees Fahrenheit inside. And look at the humidity. It's the first time I've seen it under 80. So it's 74% humidity outside, 74% humidity inside. Just a perfect day. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. So we're so happy, and we're looking at the weather forecast. I think I mentioned in yesterday's video, like 15% chance of rain for like the next 5 days, and now it's down to 8%. I think one day 5%. So I think we're in a stretch of just fantastic weather. So vacuumed the pool today. I got that all nice and clean. So I'm going to go through today and show you a little bit about how I keep the pool clean. I had several requests for that. But first, the heater. What I found out, and let me go around this way. What I found out is taking the plastic off actually is helping warm up the pool more, believe it or not. Just look at the ocean today. Finally, we're so happy after all the rainy weather. So the pool heater itself, it's only been on now maybe 3 hours. Pool went up 2 degrees in 3 hours, and it's really coming out really warm. So pulling the plastic off is making a big difference, and I think it's because of the condensation, because when that heavy plastic's on top, almost the whole area, the surface area, is white with the condensation underneath the plastic, and I think that's keeping the sun from hitting the pipe and the blackness of the pipe. So when you touch this now, I mean it's hard to even touch it. I mean it's definitely hot. So what that has done is, with the water, and I have it going, pretty decent, but that is warm. I mean, it's definitely 100 degrees, because it was running like in the 90s or high 80s with the plastic on. So we've warmed up. It was 80 degrees this morning, the pool, and now it's running 82. So it has a lot to do with the laser beam. I'm sure that's also making the water warmer. And with all the rain we've been getting and all the water I've been taking out, the water did get cold. I think it got down to 76 degrees. So that was the coldest we've had. And that's because, it rained 7 days in a row, multiple inches of rain. But it didn't affect the clarity of the pool at all. Tested the pH right at 7.2 again. So the rain itself does not change the pH at all. And it really wasn't that dirty. I vacuumed it out, and it was pretty clean. So going to really run the filter. I haven't been running the pump that much because of all the power outages. So I've been catching an hour here, an hour there. So I would say in the last week, I would say I averaged an hour a day in the last 7 days, and I think I went 2 days not running the sand filter at all, and it has not changed the clarity one bit. So I think we're very lucky with good mountain water here, and then the chlorine that we use, which I'll show you, is a good quality chlorine, and it was highly recommended by Tropical Pools in Dumaguete. They're really good people. And if you're looking to have a pool in the Dumaguete area, definitely take a look at Tropical Pools. So just enjoying the day. Really don't want to do any more projects today, to be honest with you. I had one project I was going to do. I think I'm going to postpone it and just enjoy the day. Hey guys, hey, guess what? We have to go pick up our laundry. I was out there starting my videos for the day, and Wilma yelled out and said, "Hey, it's been 2 days. We haven't picked up the laundry."
Yeah, she sent me a text that our laundry is ready.
It usually just takes 1 day. They're probably wondering why we haven't picked it up. So what we're going to do is take you guys along on the scooter. You can see we got on our kazoo helmets, matching helmets. We're going to go down to Darwin and pick up the laundry. So come with us. All right, here's the ride. My scooter. NMAX for the new viewers. Love this scooter. Runs so good. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick trip down to get our laundry. So this is how we get our laundry. So we got 2 bags. So I'll put one right here between my legs, and then we'll stuff one in here when we have 2 bags. Typically when we just have one, I just stuff it right there because they're usually too big to actually fit in this top box, because we bring the laundry down now about twice a week. But see how they do it? It's all washed, folded. They put it in plastic for you, and they're actually opening a new shop. They used to have this shop here, and they don't have it no more. They have a bigger one down the road. We haven't seen it yet. We've driven by it. Well, my understanding is they're opening up later this afternoon, so they asked us if we could come pick up because the laundry got dropped off here. So we'll no longer drop it off here. It'll be down this way, but it's just so convenient. I think it's about 300 pesos. Wilma, how much in pesos was that? 300? 312? Yeah, 312, so $6. And how many kilos?
12 kilos.
12 kilos.
I think the one thing we learned here that the more laundry that you have is it cheaper. Because they have a minimum of, I think, 7 kilos.
7 kilo minimum, yeah. So we've been dropping off every 2 weeks now, right?
Yeah.
It's about $6 every 2 weeks.
$6 every 2 weeks,
yeah. Yeah, okay. So this is where we drop our laundry off. This is downtown Darwin. And that's the way we head home. So while we're downtown Darwin, figured we'd get some banana Q. See that motorcycle just going the wrong side down the road? You gotta keep your eye out. They drive on the wrong side all the time. So we'll do a quick trip and get some delicious banana Q. All right, so we just came right from down there is where the laundry shop is. Not too far, just maybe, I don't know, maybe 400 or 500 meters. And then we got this great banana Q. So delicious. Take a look. Oh, look at that. Can't wait to have one. So you can see how I put my laundry. Just sit it there in the scooter, no problems, and then the other one is right in there. Makes sense to do 2 weeks worth now. We used to do it weekly, but it's cheaper to do just to do it every 2 weeks. It's $6 for every 2 weeks. And then look how they fold it. They dry it, they fold it. And you know, we've been doing this for 2 years now. We have never lost anything. Wilma counts how many shorts, you know, how many shirts. She writes it down, and then she'll do the numbers when she puts it away. We've never had anything missing, so that's pretty amazing. So this is our quick stop for a little banana Q. Look at the beautiful sky today. Just an absolute beautiful day. We're just kind of taking it easy, and I'm gonna have a banana Q break, and then we're gonna head back up the mountain. Watch these buses going by real quick. You don't want to pull out in front of them. Piece of cake. So there's two ways to come up the mountain to our house, and now that we've been here a while, we found a third way. And actually the road is better all the way up. It's about a half a kilometer further, but we've been taking it for about a week now, and I just want to show you one area. Look at all this beautiful bamboo, and that's pretty tall. But there's a nice mountain stream, and we're probably 2 kilometers from the house, I would guess. But the road here is better, so we've been taking it more and more. But a nice little mountain stream, little waterfall, man-made waterfall. And we got a scooter coming by here. Oh, that's actually the Shopee delivery guy. Making his Amazon-like deliveries up here in the mountain. But look at this beautiful mountain stream. And you do see families come to streams like this. I see it all the time, and they bathe. Sometimes they're doing their laundry, or they actually will take sand. And there goes another scooter by. But what they do here is the locals don't buy sand. Of course, they're trying to save as much money as they can. See the concrete bags? You've seen that many times on our build site. That's someone either collecting stone or collecting sand from the river, the little stream, for their little building project. You see it all the time. And you also see them here doing laundry or something like that. So just a nice area. I said to Wilma, let's stop on the way back from Darwin and just show the jungle itself. Nice and cool here. And it's just, the road is nicer. So we're going to start taking this road more often, even though it's a half a kilometer farther. It doesn't matter. Just take a look at this water. I'm sure you can hear it. Isn't that nice? It's a nice sound. So there's a real nice mountain stream going through the jungle. I've been asked what type of chlorine I use in the pool, and I was told to only use this type. This is a Japanese chlorine. It's 90%. It's definitely a strong granular type. You only need about a half a cup twice a week. I put it in usually Wednesdays and Sundays. And this is the only chemical that I've ever put in the pool. No algicide, no shock, no nothing. Didn't have to put any baking soda or any muriatic acid to change the pH. I guess we've been lucky. But this is the only type that I've used, and I'll show you how much I use twice a week. So I was told this 50 kilograms would last 6 months for our size pool. Now we've been chlorinating it for 4 months, and as you can see, it's still 3/4 full. So we're going to get way more than 6 months. I'm not sure if we'll make a year, but like I said, you can see how much is left. We're at 3/4. The pool's clean, and we've been putting chlorine out for 4 months. This jug here, 50 kilograms, is 15,000 pesos. So you can see how much that I'm using. Maybe 6 to 8 ounces of chlorine. It's granular, and I just simply sprinkle it around. Now obviously if you have a liner, you couldn't do that. You couldn't just put this raw concrete on a liner. I was also told not to put it on concrete if your pool has a concrete floor. But if you're all tiled like we are, I was told absolutely no problem just throwing it in. I sprinkle it all the way around, and it will not harm the tile. So before I show you guys the backwash and how I take water out of the pool, because you guys have been asking about it, I'm just going to quickly go over the sand filter. So this is where the sand or the silica is. Then there's multiple settings on top. I'll get into that in a minute. The actual pool pump itself, and you can hear that the pump is on now. It's very important to keep this clean. So if you look down in there, see how there's nothing there? So obviously if you see leaves or anything in there, you need to shut the pump off, open this up and clean that out. It's important to keep it clean. And then here is all the returns. So these are the 3 coming from the pool. So this is the main line, the bottom of the pool. This is skimmer 1, this is skimmer 2. So this is coming from the pool. This is going back to the pool after it has been filtered. So this happens to be the water feature, which I have turned off, and then this is the 3 jets. So I have this off. So let's take a look. If I turn it on, let's see what happens. Can you see the water feature working? So I have it on about halfway. And it's fully adjustable. So as I adjust this, more and more closed, the flow of water lessens. And if I just turn it completely off, the water feature stops. So that's basically the filter itself. Now let's get into how I backwash. Okay, so the pool itself does have an overflow. Can you see it right there? And it's underwater. So if I open that overflow, it's going to take about 2 inches of water out of the pool. And if you can see the skimmer, it's midway of the skimmer. So that's perfect, perfect operating for filtration is when the water level is halfway on the skimmer. So simply put, this was installed too low. Simple as that. So I sealed it off. I took it apart, sealed it with silicone, closed it up. So that's unfortunate. So there's another way, and it's just a backwash. Also, this is where the overflow goes, right here. See the blue pipe? And we don't want the overflow just to automatically go out that chlorinated water. Look what's down there, Roma's garden. So this is simply a bad design. We don't use it. So what we do is we use, and you can see the pool heater working away. So what we do is we use the backwash from the pump to lower the water. So once I'm done vacuuming the pool, getting any leaves or bugs or dirt that's at the bottom of the pool, or we get a lot of rain and I want to take water out of the pool, what I do is I use the backwash feature, which we have a pipe going under this rock and down on the left-hand side up against the wall, down past the rock wall, and it just empties out of the property. Makes a lot of sense. So here is filtration. So obviously when we're doing normal filtration or even vacuuming, we're using that function. But to backwash, what I do is you just release it, go to backwash, very easy. See how it says backwash? You always have to have your pump off when you're changing any of these valves. Then you just turn on. And what I'm doing now is simply pulling water at a pretty fast rate. And I'm going to turn the pump off because I don't want to lose any water. But we're pulling water at a pretty fast rate out of the 3 pipes, going through the pump, bypassing the sand filter. Backwash is bypassing the sand. So it's simply going through and then right out, down and out, bypassing the actual sand. So when I turn that on and start the process of the pump pushing water, and when I turn the pump off after 10 seconds, take a look. The water is still exiting the pool because it's basically a siphon. The pump is higher than where the actual exhaust pipe is. So we're losing water out of the pool right now until I change this valve. So what I normally do is, so we don't flush the water out too fast, is I turn the pump on for 10 seconds, get it going, and then just let gravity take the water out slowly. So I want to go ahead and stop it. You can probably hear it, I can hear it, that it's stopping this water flowing here. So that's how you take water out of the pool. So now after you vacuum the pool, you also need to rinse the sand. And they recommend doing that weekly. I do it every time I vacuum. And I only do it for a few seconds. Because when you vacuum, you are pulling leaves and dirt or whatever's in the bottom of the pool, bugs, and it's getting into your sand. So it's the exact same process. After you do a backwash, you put it on filter, which is, rinse. You put it on rinse. Put the valve on rinse. Turn the pump on for 10 seconds. Just to get the water flowing. I turn it off right away. And what it's doing now is the water is actually going down the tube, out the bottom, filtering up, cleaning the sand, and dumping the water down, which is different from backwash. That's bypassing the sand. So I use both functions. So again, water is exiting the pool right now. So I'll change the valve back to filtration. So now I'm not losing any water down the exit. That stopped. And I can just turn on the pool pump and we're back in filtration mode. So that's how I take water out of the pool. I use the backwash function, which bypasses the sand. And then when I want to clean the sand, which they recommend weekly, and I do it probably twice a week, is just really short. I only do it for like 20 seconds. Run the pump, let it filter the or push the water up through the sand, and we'll exit any debris that's in that sand out the pipe, and out it goes. So that's the two functions that I use, and I hope that answers your questions of being inquisitive of how I take water out of the pool. All right, guys, so I'm going to take a couple moments. The water itself, the pool temperature is 82 degrees. So it's warmed up 2 degrees today. But what I'm doing is just taking the water from the pool heater, and I want to try to see what the temperature of the water coming out of the pool heater is. So I'm just filling this up, try to get the water to go in, and we'll see what we got. So once this fills up, I'll go ahead and throw it back into the pool, and let's see what we got. All right, it's already 98. There we go. See the air bubbles? So I was actually holding it the wrong way. So now the water temperature is going in, and I don't know how long it's going to take. All right, it's at 100 right now, 100 degrees. And I don't know if it's going to go any higher, and we'll just let it sit another 30 seconds here. So the suspense is killing us all. But I want to try to have you zoom in, Wilma, if you could. Get real close and show. All right, I'm going to say it's 101. What do you guys think? So the temperature of this water, just from the pool heater alone, with this sunny day, is coming out, we'll just call it an even 100, where the water temperature is 82. So not bad. And it's a little higher now. It's almost 102. So let's just call it between 100 and 102. So not bad. And that is the first sunny day, and the first day that we took the plastic off. So the plastic is off the heater, and also we have blue skies. So this is the first day that we can, call it where we got direct sun. So the water coming out of the pool heater is 100, going into 82 degrees. We're going to let it run all day, and then I'll report back if the temperature goes up even more than the 2 degrees that we already gained. Now I also realize that the sun itself is warming up the pool as well, so it's not all the pool heater, but putting 100-degree water in all day long definitely is not hurting.